Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when you talk about the issue of abduction in this country, then one man at William Ruto's cabinet, JB Muturi, has really experience of what abduction means to our parents. I'm saying so because when JB Muturi was the Attorney General in the previous government, where his son just disappeared. The reason was that he was supporting the Hustler Nation, but he was still the AG. So there was that kind of attempt intimidation so that he can change his stand politically. But he did not. So the issue of abduction, how the parent will feel, JB Muturi has that experience. So with that, he decided he will not keep quiet. He will speak about it. And what we are learning from all this is that then there is a kind of a protest from one of Ruto's cabinet secretary, who in public service CS, our Minister of Public. And I want us to look into that. But allow me in 1 minute to thank each and everyone on this Punchline for the great job that we've been able to do. I remember last year, somewhere in November, we were here and I requested for your support in order to purchase iron sheets for a church. Definitely you did it. And we were able to raise some good amount of money. The iron sheets were bought, and last week the roofing was done on that church. Right now they have a new roofing with good iron sheets. So ile mambo mengine wamebaki nayo ni hao wenyewe washughulikie, and it is just good I come and report back to you and tell you that these people were so much happy and they have said thank you for that. Secondly, and by the way, when I came with the issue of raising school fees, I thought that indeed we just finished a fundraise 2 months ago. Coming with another one, it will not be possible. But I was pushed by these students, 3 of them, and their parents that please try to help us. So I said, let me close my eyes and come back here for your support. I'm so grateful that despite the fact that tulikuwa tumefanya tu another fundraise in support of a church, you guys, you did not let me down. You tried in your ways to help also, and we were able to raise money to settle school fees for 3 students this year. I'm so grateful. So as I'm speaking now, I was in school. I've cleared the 2 students at Chavogere Secondary School, then one at Busali Secondary School. They are all back in class. They are happy, and even the school principal are also happy with what we've been able to do. So you can see the receipts that are there, the photos to confirm that indeed we did it. So I want to thank each and everyone for whichever support. You guys who supported us with 10 shillings, 50, 100. There are those who send 10,000. I received 20,000. I received 12,000. I received 1,000. Kila mtu, yani mulituma. I'm so grateful. In one way or another, you have put a smile on many faces, from the church to school. So I'm so grateful. Sometimes you can lack words to express yourself. And I'm happy because I've really seen them, trying to show the happiness in them for the support that you have gave them. So let me stop there. But I want to listen to JB Muturi's statement shortly. Then after that, we have to analyze this statement. Is JB Muturi resigning from this government, or what is going on?
So, ladies and gentlemen, and dear countrymen, I've been quiet for some time now, and many people have been asking me where the country is heading and where we are, and so I would like to state as follows. I joined the Kenya Kwanza coalition owing to the fact that the principles that they espoused are in tandem with the principles of the party I belong to, namely the Democratic Party of Kenya. Many friends and political colleagues at the time warned me against joining the coalition, but at a personal level, I was persuaded that it would be driven by the ideals and the values that the coalition stated as a hustler nation to do the best for the people of Kenya. One of the things we had accused the past regimes of was the existence of disappearances and extrajudicial killings of Kenyans, and we vowed that we would never, at our watch, condone or allow such. We stated this time and time again in the...
Now, JB Muturi is sitting at the cabinet where William Ruto is chairing. In absence of William Ruto, Kithure Kindiki will be chairing. In absence of Kithure Kindiki, we have Prime CS Musalia Mudavadi who chairs. So that means if he has something to raise that he feels is going wrong in this country, then that is the best place to raise such matter. But then imagine, with all that privilege and chance where he can express himself, advise the president accordingly, he chose to come to the media and address the issue of abduction in this country. What does that mean? In my view, number one, it means that JB Muturi, in his own wisdom, has attempted to advise the president and raise this matter in the cabinet, but the president has given it a blind eye. That Ruto is not a listening president. That is what JB Muturi is communicating to us. He cannot just come to media without sharing this issue in a cabinet. Where does he get the courage to come to the media, but he cannot get that courage to address the matter in the cabinet? It means he has tried there. But coming to media, it means he's telling us that this man, William Ruto, is not a listening president. That's the message JB Muturi is telling us. If he's a listening president, he would have listened to the issue of abduction, and it won't be existing now. It will be a past story. It will be in the history. But because he's not listening, he's busy maybe supporting that. So secondly, JB Muturi is protesting. This kind of address is a kind of a protest. His boss, who nominated him, is William Ruto. The person who can fire Mturi directly is William Ruto also, without consulting anyone. But then choosing to address your boss in media is a protest. JB Muturi is protesting against abduction. There is a split in the cabinet. There are those who are opposing what is going on in this country, and there are those who are supporting. So the silent opposers are also here, but JB Muturi has come out to loud their voice. He's the only one who got courage to address William Ruto on that matter. So I see a man who is protesting The protest is about abduction. And this is to confirm to us that indeed this government, my third point, is involved in abduction that is going on. Abduction operation is being done by the government. That is what I can learn from this speech. And therefore, James Muturi, in his wisdom, is calling out the government to stop abduction. Sisi hatuko kwa hii serikali. Hao ndio waliko kule wanajua kile kinafanyika. Ndio mheshimiwa James Muturi akuja kutuongelesha haya maneno na maanisha kuna ukweli serikali hii inahusika kwa mambo ya kuteka nyara wananchi na yeye amekerwa na haya maneno, imebidi akuja yaongelea hapa kwa media. I can tell you, JB Muturi is daring William Ruto to fire him. He's ready for that. So, being part of this government, you can do two things. Come and address this issue publicly like this, or resign. Then speak about it. Tuseme, sitakuwa mmoja wa wale ambao wako kwa hii serikali ambayo inateka nyara wananchi. You can resign or come out boldly to address the media in this way. He's trying to wash his hands clean from the issue of abduction. And indeed, in my view, he has served justice because he knows what it means to a parent when your own child has been abducted. The trauma, the torture of your mind that you go through. He has experienced it, and that's why he has come out to condemn this.